You're tuned into the world of mid-caps. Let's pull up the stock of PTC India Financial Services. It's been a good quarter from the company. Profits have jumped by about 210%. Revenue up also about 24%, as also NII, interest income too, has seen an uptick. Let's bring in Ashok Haldia, the MD and CEO at PTC Financial Services, to talk about the quarter gone by. Morning, Ashok. Thank you for speaking with us. What's led to this strong performance in Q4 and this jump in revenue as well as profits?
There are 2-3 factors. One is that our profits have increased. Profit before tax have increased to more than 500 crores compared to about 300 crores in the last year. One of the reason was that we had divested the equity investment in one of the company, and we made a profit of 207 crores. That despite, and if we exclude that, our profits have increased from 245 crores to 324 crores, giving an increase of 32 crores. So on the whole, the profits have been significantly increased. The reasons for that is the growth in our loan book, which has increased by more than 35% on year-on-year basis, as well as on the quarter-to-quarter basis. The second important thing that has taken place in this quarter is that the growth in the renewables have been very strong. During this year, we have sanctioned more than 70% of our sanctions into the renewables. Other than that, as we had been telling earlier, that we are moving into the other economic infrastructures like road, ports, energy, and transmission, and areas like energy efficiencies. And our growth in that area has also been very significant. So 10% of our total sanctions now account for these areas. So if you look into our total sanctions, effective sanctions of PFS so far has gone to 15,000 crores, and our revenues have increased beyond 1,000 crores. And in this particular year, both the gross revenues, the interest income and the net interest income, all they have increased in the range of 25 to 30%. So I would say it is the growth in the loan book, the quality and the spread, or the breadth of the growth in the loan book that has attributed to significant increase in our profit level and the revenue levels.
Good morning, Mr. Haldia. This is Hiral on this side. As you already mentioned, that you witnessed significant growth in terms of the renewable energy portfolio. And as we witness as well, over the last 2 years, we've seen a growth of almost 60 to 65% per annum. So, and in terms of a hydro and thermal is concerned, that has remained pretty much stagnant. So is it possible, are you looking at increasing your renewable energy portfolio going ahead and reducing the exposure that you have in terms of a hydro and thermal is concerned, or will you be looking to even initiate an uptick in terms of the hydro and thermal portfolio as well?
No, we all know there are risks around hydro projects, and therefore one has to be very careful before lending to the hydro projects. As the thing stands, I don't think our exposure to hydro projects is going to increase in any significant way. As the regulatory and the other environment related and the infrastructure facilities for development of hydropower projects improves, we will not hesitate in increasing our exposure to the hydropower projects. We see the government impetus to the solar power projects, not only of the government of India, but also of the various states. And in fact, I would say various state governments are competing with each other, and there's healthy competition in promoting the solar and the wind power projects. So I would believe for the present that is a significant area for growth. And another thing that I look beyond the solar and wind generation project is the energy efficiency projects which should occupy prime attention. The rooftop solar, the government is giving emphasis to them, and maybe over next 2 to 3 years, the decentralized or distributed generations that would receive the attention of the financial institutions.
Quality.
Right. Final question. What's your outlook for FY17? Any asset quality concerns, and how much disbursements are you looking at?
No, as far as the growth book is loan book growth is concerned, I'm not able to give the numbers. But if you look at our track record, we have been growing between 30 to 50% on year basis. And as I see the potentials, the government looking around 50,000 megawatts to come in from the roof, from the solar and the wind in the next 2 years. And as we see the last mile funding requirement for the annuity-based road power projects and the port expansion taking place in some of the established ports, and the energy efficiency investment requirements, I would believe keeping the track record of our growth should not be a problem for us. And as far as your other question of the quality of the loan book,